Okay, real talk. You know that moment when you're just living your life, buying groceries, checking your phone, contemplating why pizza isn't considered a vegetable, and then she walks by, and suddenly your brain just blue screens. Like 1 second you're a functional human adult, and the next you're standing there like a confused NPC who forgot his dialogue options. Yeah, we need to talk about that. Because what you just experienced wasn't random. That was engineering. Millions of years of evolution, cultural refinement, and what I can only describe as God showing off during the final design review. Welcome, my friends, to the Goddess Blueprint, a completely scientific, thoroughly researched, definitely not just me being mesmerized for 9 minutes straight, deep dive into why some people are basically walking cheat codes for human attention. Grab your notepad, maybe some water, definitely your dignity. You're gonna need it. Let's begin. Let's start with the basics, the architecture. Picture this, you're an artist. God hands you a sketch pad and says, create something that breaks the internet before the internet even exists. So you start with shoulders, elegant, refined, just the right amount of strength, not too broad. She's not about to tackle you in the parking lot, but confident enough to carry the weight of every conversation she walks into. Then you add the collarbone. Oh, the collarbone. That delicate little speed bump of elegance that somehow has more power than most elected officials. It just sits there, gleaming, minding its business, guiding your eyes downward like a tiny sophisticated GPS that only says, keep going. Trust me, I know where this is headed. And then, the waist. Here's where geometry gets emotional. That curve inward, that little cinch, that's not an accident. That's a plot twist. It's nature saying, you thought you knew where this was going? Wrong. Buckle up. It's the visual equivalent of a song that pauses right before the drop. You're just standing there like, oh no, here it comes. And then, bam, the hips, wide, rhythmic, unapologetic, not subtle, not trying to be. These aren't hips. These are a statement, a manifesto, a TED Talk titled, Yeah, I Know What I'm Doing. They move with this natural sway that makes you question if gravity works the same for everyone, or if maybe physics makes exceptions for certain VIPs. You ever notice how when a woman with that natural hip movement walks by, even straight women are like, okay, I'm not mad, I'm impressed. Teach me your ways, queen. Dudes are out here completely recalibrating their whole afternoon. Was I gonna go to the gym? I don't remember. What's a gym? Do I have a name? Now let's discuss the thighs. And listen, I need you to appreciate the duality here, because thighs are simultaneously strong enough to crush a watermelon. We've all seen the videos. Soft enough to make memory foam feel inadequate, graceful enough to glide across a room like she's on a people mover at the airport. It's the biomechanical equivalent of a luxury SUV, powerful, smooth, unreasonably nice to look at. Every step is like watching poetry that also does squats. She's not just walking, she's giving a performance. And you didn't even buy a ticket. You're just out here getting a free show on a Tuesday. And can we talk about when she's wearing heels? Because that's not walking anymore. That's a proclamation. Each step echoes like, I'm here, I'm stunning, your argument is invalid. Somewhere, a lion watches and thinks, okay, maybe she's the apex predator. But here's where things get really unfair. All of this, the curves, the sway, the structural perfection, is wrapped in skin that looks like it was personally blessed by the sun. Golden, glowing, radiant. It doesn't just reflect light, it hosts light. Like light is a celebrity and skin is the red carpet. You know how sometimes you see someone and they just glow? Like they're running on different firmware than the rest of us? Yeah, that. It's like she's got a ring light built into her DNA. The rest of us are out here using sunscreen. She's out here looking like she negotiated with the sun. And here's the thing nobody tells you. That skin isn't just smooth. It's got texture, story, stretch marks, battle scars from growing into her power, freckles, evidence that the sun played favorites, little imperfections, proof that she's real and not a very elaborate hologram. It's not airbrushed. It's not filtered. It's lived in. And that's the magic. Because perfection is boring, but confidence in imperfection, that's the stuff legends are made of. All right, now we've covered the blueprint. But that's just the map. The real movie starts when she moves. Because a beautiful woman standing still is art. A beautiful woman in motion? That's a whole Marvel movie. Watch. She reaches for something on a high shelf, and suddenly every man in a 50-foot radius is like, "You need help with that. I can help. I don't even know what you're reaching for, but I'm available. I'm very available." She brushes her hair back, a completely innocent gesture that somehow just ended 3 relationships and started 2 new ones. She laughs, really laughs, and the whole room recalibrates its mood. Sad people feel hopeful, happy people feel blessed. Dogs stop barking, babies stop crying. Somewhere, a poet puts down his pen and says, "I'm done." She said it better without words. And don't even get me started on the backward glance. You know the one, where she looks back over her shoulder for half a second, not even at you, just in your general direction, and your brain immediately goes, "Well, that's it. I'm changing my whole life. Learning French, buying a motorcycle. What's her favorite flower? Do I have a favorite flower now?" My guy, she was looking at a lamp. But sure, go ahead. Rearrange your entire existence, that's normal. But here's the secret ingredient. The thing that separates pretty from oh my god, who is that? Confidence. And I'm not talking about the loud kind, not the look at me energy. I'm talking about that quiet, warm, steady confidence. The kind that doesn't announce itself because it doesn't need to. It's the vibe of a woman who looked in the mirror, had a full conversation with herself, and walked away from that meeting with a signed contract that says, "I'm good. We're doing this." You can see it in how she moves, not trying to be seen, just existing at full volume. She's not performing, she's just her. And somehow, that's the most magnetic thing in the world. Because here's the truth. You can have every curve, every glow, every perfect measurement, but without that inner fire, it's just a fancy car with no engine. Confidence is what turns the key. It's what makes the sway hypnotic. It's what makes the smile devastating. It's the difference between someone you glance at and someone you remember. And the wildest part? That confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being cool with not being perfect. From knowing her angles and her flaws and saying, "Yeah, this is the package. Take it or leave it. Either way, I'm good." That energy? That's the cheat code. So what's the goddess blueprint, really? It's not a body type. It's not a checklist. It's the presence a woman brings when she's fully herself. The way she makes a room feel different just by being in it. The confidence that glows warmer than any spotlight. The way she moves through the world like she knows something the rest of us are still trying to figure out. And here's the beautiful part. Every woman has access to this blueprint. Not because she fits a mold, but because she breaks it. Because she shows up as herself. Curves, edges, quirks, laughter, fire, softness, all of it. And says, "This is me." And I'm not apologizing. Once you've seen that kind of presence, felt it shift the air, steal your focus, rewrite your whole afternoon, you don't forget it. You don't move on from it. You just recalibrate. The bar gets raised, the standard gets set, and the world just became a better place to be. Welcome to the blueprint. You're welcome. And I'm sorry, mostly you're welcome. Oh, and fellas, if you're watching this thinking, when's my blueprint video? It's coming. Spoiler. It's gonna be 45 seconds long, and the advice is basically, shower. Be funny. Listen when she talks. You're welcome in advance.